Greetings, all. Greetings. Early, but not so early. As you can see, the sun is already present and all around beautiful. Here we are, the clouds from the southeast. Well, southwest, sorry. Southwest. I got up so early in the morning. Decided to go for a little walk. And whatever flows in and out of my brain, just record it and see. Wow. Anybody know what that is? And there, what, a week ago they were all green. And now, all falling off the tree. Get that. Loaded. When I was a child, when I was younger, because I'm still a child. Those of you who comprehend, life, and those of you who have been listening to me beginning to see what it is, will know what I'm talking about. This land is 2 weeks ago covered with bush. Now clean and ready to be used for anything that the owner wants. The person who owned this property when I was a child worked with my dad in Andrews. When it was a functioning entity, thousands of tons of sugar produced there. The ocean. I like this view. I don't get the panoramic view that I used to get from the back of the house. of this view from the back of the house anymore because trees have grown up in the way. And I'm considering whether I should cut those trees down or let them continue to grow. This is a magnificent view. Look at that. Anyway, touching on a subject that as the present, there are some changes, and I don't mean Russia and China and the United States and the EU. Below that level of chaos is another one, and there is always level going down the pyramid. Remember now, the pyramid has a capstone that has been missing. Nobody knows, well, somebody knows where it is. How to rebuild and replace it. Good morning. That capstone is very important. But anyway, we're talking about the levels. Capstone has been replaced. So, removed, I should say. But that level where you see the four sides, the pyramid, is a struggle at that top, at that level. And below that, also struggle. And that struggle has been going on for thousands of years. I don't know if you know how to build a Roman bridge. But that arc has one stone right in the center and the top. That's very critical to that arc on the bridge. It's similar to the capstone on the pyramid. This capstone is the light that you can see from almost anywhere in our solar system. But we're going too far. I just wanted to let some of you know that so you can go in search of the knowledge about it. But anyway, the old war that's been going on Egypt, Ethiopia, Turkey, and the people who came from the east called the Persians. Conquered at times, but never subdued. Now all those nations can be divided into two right now, because the Egyptian has retreated south again, or been pushed back south. The original Egyptian has been pushed south again. Now this is a normal way of things. I think they're trying to build a barrier here to keep people from running off into this. They're gonna put up metal barrier. They just built the concrete foundation for it. But you can see it's cracked already. Anyway, the Egyptian has retreated to the south. The Persian has been momentarily subdued, but standing still. The Turk, who has been mixed with the Germanic people, Arab people, Egyptian people, he is raising his head. African leaders are focused on staying in power until the European, the EU, American, whatever you want to call them, can recover from the stumble that they took. And come back to help him stay in power and stay corrupt, keep his land corrupt. Little does he know that it's not going to happen. Actually, what's going to happen is that they're going to cut him off. Already America says, hey, I don't care how rich you are, you're not coming to America to get a passport, so that when things go bad where you are, you can jump on an airplane and run to America. America has done it. The British are doing it. All the European countries are doing it. But the African in his foolish state, all he can think of is money. The dollar, the pound, the euro, that's all that he can think of. When the flintlock, when the British first came, the French and the Portuguese first came to Africa, even before that, anything of intrinsic little value, just like a mirror, new African leaders wanted. And so they enslaved their own people and sold their own people into slavery for these little things. Today it's for the green, or today purple, blue, green, pink, whatever color piece of plastic. Oh yes, the paper is being replaced with plastic. It's called a digital currency. And I don't think you get what I'm saying. That piece of paper in your hand that you call a euro is a precursor to the full digital system. Anyway, there's a saying that you watch the pool where alligators and hippos occupy. When the hippos begin to fight, you see the alligators crawl out of the pool. Especially when the pool starts to shrink, water starts evaporating and not being refilled. Good morning. The alligators get out of the pool and let the hippos have it. Alligators go fend for themselves. Somehow, the Africans never comprehended that. And they want to stay in the pool. hippos are fighting now, and the elephants are coming to the pool. And these alligators are still there, guarding their small piece of territory, refusing to move. And you might think that I'm just talking about the Africans in Africa, but I'm talking about the ones in the EU too, the ones in America, the Caribbean, all fighting each other. Each one's got a little bit, this little army. Talk about that Barbados with this little army. Never had a war in Barbados. I mean, the British Army and the African who was brought into slavery had their fight. And all across these mountains here, wherever those escapees could hide, that's where they hid. Occasionally they come out and fight. Here, Guyana, Jamaica. Read the story about the Maroons in Jamaica and it'll tell you. In Haiti especially. The ones who found themselves free the first. But then to be known as French, they turn around and enslave their brothers and ally themselves with France and the US, and look where Haiti is today. Doesn't it look like Africa? Same thing you see in the Caribbean and America. I hear people say we are the original Americans. How could you be original Americans when the country wasn't known by that already? If you were here first. What part of the country were you in? Because you weren't in California, Oregon, New York. The Midwest. Anyway, that's a story for another day, or to continue with another subject. But you see the problem that I'm telling you about now. You're all waiting. The elephants and the hippos are moving. Sitting still. Now, for us who know the story and can prepare for it, find everyone you know of like mind. While the whole world was holding its breath, talking about deal or no deal in Alaska, they were ignoring something completely relevant to this. The people were just discussing their place. They were settling, what are we going to do? It's like two fighters in a ring sparring, and one guy is testing. They're testing each other. First round, second round, third round. They're testing each other to see what's going on. That's what you just saw in Alaska. Nobody's, well, the people who, you got people in America saying, hey, talking negative about Trump and how he's giving away America to the Russians. Good morning. Some of them know what's going on, but they lying to people. Some are just drink that juice, that they're taking some alcohol and push out their chest. We got the bomb. Let the Russians attempt anything. But the strings in the back, that's the hand that you have to watch. And I warned you about the Zionists. The old, you talk about the Garden of Eden and the devil, and some of you call him the devil, Satan, Lucifer, St. Nicholas, whatever you call him. That is the story, And today, we're about to see man get taken out of the garden. And the story is going to begin again. The cycle, that 2,000-year cycle, 26,000-year cycle, 50-year cycle with the 3 years of... Anyway, going too far into it. The cycle. We're watching it. When the whole system breaks down, you begin to see it come again. It's like the earth. Nobody's watching what the earth does. They call it climate change. But it's a ripple across the universe. Hope you're, like I said, find your people. If you're in Africa, that 20% of Africans. If you somewhere else in the world, that 20% that are there. And wherever you are, there's always somebody who's there waiting to be the guide. That's his job. He's silent until you're ready for him to stand up. He's always there. Through slavery, even, he was there. Always one. Wherever you are. Have a great day wherever you are. Peace.